Hey, it's Drew Neiser with another Tuesday tip. We just had an amazing huddle talking about all sorts of issues, one of which involves working with peers and getting the most out of peers and collaborating. So I want to start with Marni Carmichael. Marni, give us one tip on better, collaboration.
So I've been thinking about this, and in my one-on-one meetings and in my shared objectives, making sure before I go into that meeting that I am confident in my clarity. I am clear on my objectives. And if we got to do it old school, you're going to follow, you'll get a written email to confirm my clarity.
Well, and what I love about this is that you are making sure, at least on your side, you're very clear on what you're saying. And in some ways, you're leading by example. Okay, Marca Armstrong, what's your tip?
I think my tip, Drew, would be just have the end goal in mind. So when I walk into a meeting with engineering, for example, and they're going to share with me a document of release notes, it's lines and lines and lines of engineering speak. At the end of the day, what is it that I need as the go-to-market professional to make it worthy of the sales organization's time so that we can all win together? So, understanding that and articulating, okay, team, this is great information, but how is this going to help us win?
Love it. Okay, Grant Johnson, what's your tip on internal management?
Get to know your C-level peers and key stakeholders on a personal level. How's the family doing? Where are you going on vacation? Somehow it reduces friction and lowers defenses. And when you have a favor, or if you're out of alignment, knowing the person or a little bit about them is only going to help you.
And the thing I wonder about on that, Grant, is that we spend so much time on Zoom calls and we just get right down to business. I think it's harder now. So you really have to make an effort to do what you're talking about, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay, Sara, Braun, what's your tip?
Well, I work really closely with R&D and recently working on a joint presentation, trying to be crystal clear again on knowing what I wanted to get from them, really co-building something. I'm going to put together the framework of the slides. Can you fill in more detail on these resources and kind of keeping coming back to that Teams chat of thank you for doing this and building on each other's ideas.
Yeah, that's such an important insight because, it's so easy to just do it, but if we do it together, it'll actually happen. Okay, David Levy, wrap it up. Give us one more tip.
Be willing to explain the basics. I think people who outside of marketing mistake it for advertising, and they think they understand it. They think it's really accessible, when in fact there's a lot more to it, and a lot more depth to marketing. So be willing to explain some of it and give people some context so that they know where you're coming from.
Yeah, I love it because it really is in this day, and marketing is so much more complicated than just running an ad. So, all right. Well, if you're a B2B CMO who can share, care, and dare with the best of them, do yourself a favor and check out CMO Huddles. We even have a free starter program. I'm Drew Neiser, Penguin in Chief of CMO Huddles. That's your Tuesday tip. Peace out.